How to draft rental lease agreements with deterrent clauses. Are you a landlord wondering how to draft rental lease agreements that include deterrent clauses? You're in the right place. Let's break down the steps to create effective lease agreements that protect your property and clarify tenant responsibilities. First, it is essential to define key terms clearly. Use straightforward language to explain what is expected from tenants and what they can expect from you as the landlord. Avoid vague terms that might lead to confusion or disputes later on. Next, include deterrent clauses that address common issues. For example, a cleaning and maintenance clause can requiring tenants to keep the property tidy and maintain the yard. Specify the standards expected and the consequences, such as deductions from the security deposit for violations. Another important clause is the noise and quiet hours clause. Clearly set specific quiet hours and outline penalties for disturbances. This helps maintain peace in the neighborhood and prevents complaints from neighbors. You might also want to include a painting and alteration clause. This clause can prohibit unauthorized changes to the property, stating that tenants will be responsible for restoring the property to its original condition if they make any alterations. Subletting restrictions are also crucial. Specify whether subletting is allowed and under what conditions. This helps avoid unauthorized occupants and keeps your rental situation under control. Consider outlining early termination penalties as well. Clearly state any fees or conditions if tenants break the lease early. Just remember to comply with local laws that requiring landlords to find new tenants to mitigate damages. Do not forget to specify security deposit terms. Clearly state the amount, when it is due, and how it will be held. Include conditions for deductions, such as property damage beyond normal wear and tear. This can deter tenants from neglecting the property. Establishing late payment penalties is another important step. Include reasonable late fees for overdue rent, ensuring they comply with state laws. This encourages tenants to pay their rent on time. Outline the consequences for lease violations as well. Describe the process for warnings, fines, or even lease termination if tenants breach key clauses. This creates a clear link between violations and tangible repercussions. Be cautious to avoid illegal or unenforceable clauses. Do not include provisions that waive tenants' rights to emergency services or legal eviction processes. Avoid imposing excessive penalties or fees that exceed legal limits. Finally, provide notice requirements. Clarify how much notice tenants must give before moving out and how much notice you will provide for lease non-renewal. This promotes fairness and helps everyone plan accordingly. Regularly review your lease templates to ensure compliance with current laws and local regulations. Communicate these clauses clearly to tenants before they sign the lease to reduce misunderstandings. When enforcing these clauses, document violations carefully and follow legal procedures to maintain their enforceability. By balancing clear deterrent clauses with legal compliance and fairness, you can protect your rental property and encourage responsible tenant behavior.